Electronica, listen, it's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years.
What's been going on? Because you came here, we played the Worldwide Awards, what was it, 2008?
Yes, sir, 2008 January.
And at that point, I'd heard Act 1, which we've just played.
Yes, sir.
Did it ever come out?
I put it out on the web and it circulated. If that's what come out means, then it came out. You can't purchase it on iTunes, you can't purchase it anywhere, but you could go online and Google Act 1 Eternal Sunshine The Pledge, Gilles Electronica, and download it.
The thing with you is that it's been so many years that you've been putting music out which you can get through the web. How many records have you put out? I mean, how many you've got at least 3 albums worth of stuff that's kind of...
I would say it's maybe about 30 or 40 songs floating around the web.
I mean, you're probably the first artist truly to have created such a buzz on putting all this music out, and there hasn't actually technically been an official record.
Right.
Was that kind of planned?
Well, the part of it that was a plan was just, to just release music via the internet, because I recognized the connecting power of the internet, right? So that was the plan. Now then, also, since I was a kid, I always felt like I was going to do something, be the president or do something. You know what I mean? So I always have that in the forefront of my mind. So, but those two things coupled, if you want to say as a plan, okay, but I couldn't have planned how things have unfolded. You know what I'm saying? Like, L. Ron Hubbard couldn't write this shit. This is some of the greatest science fiction or fiction. Like, I mean, it's unreal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't take credit for that. It's out of my hands,
I mean, I've been asking people on Twitter to ask questions that they'd like me to ask you, and one of the questions that most people wanted to ask is actually, will there be something which they can, those old-fashioned people who want to actually...
There will be.
Yeah.
There will be. There'll be a lot of official Gilles Electronica releases. I plan on releasing full-length albums, projects with other people. You know, saying, like, a lot of these things are being worked on, like project with me and Nas, project with me and Most. These are things that's actually being worked on. Like, I still want to do a project with Guilty. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah. There will be Gilles Electronica product and material that you can have and own tangible things. You know what I mean? And actually really soon, in the immediate future, there'll be something coming that the people will be able to get.
But there's 2 things that when I first met you that really I thought was sort of out of the blue with you. First of all, when we took you out of the hotel and we were going to give you some more nights when you decided you were going to stay in London, you didn't want to stay in the hotel, you wanted me to take you straight down to the YMCA. That was kind of quite surprising for me. You can tell me why in a moment. And the other thing that I thought was great with you was that you were dead keen to just work with producers and find new people to work with, and that's the time when we went in and you worked with Zed Bias.
Zed Bias, yes.
On the Cauldron.
On the Cauldron, right.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your thing about staying in sort of not necessarily bling places.
Okay, I like being by myself, right? I do like being holed up in the room. I enjoy myself. When I'm out and about, like, experiences like that, like the hostel, like, especially like going to another country. Going to the hostel is like being on the internet in real time. Like, oh, how you doing? Oh, I'm from Spain. Oh, I'm from such and such. I'm from such and such. Oh, well, what's your name? Here's my name. What's your email address? What y'all doing? Like, oh, let's go. Oh, okay. What do you do for? Oh, okay. I don't know. What do you believe in? How do you feel about this? It's like being on Twitter, or like being in the chat room, or on a forum, or on a comment section of a blog. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to experience that. And it also, like, wasn't the YMCA though. It was the hostel. Well, I forget the name of it. It was in Camden.
Yeah, around the corner from the Jazz Cafe.
Right around the corner from Jazz Cafe, yeah. It's already a certain type of a people that's going to a hostel anyway. People that are traveling, they're in transit, they're moving, they're searching, they're exploring. You know what I mean? So I want to connect with that, anyway. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it's like the ultimate in keeping it real, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, keeping it real. Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, I want to listen to the Zed Bias track again.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah, let's check it out. See what it sounds like. How does that sound a few years later?
Man, I'm listening to your man spit. I'm like, I should have did my verse over. And I feel like, oh man, I wish I could do my verse. I just feel like I wish I could do my verse over.
Yeah. Do you think that over the years?
I mean, it's a dope song though. You know what I'm saying? Zed by the beat is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I remember wanting to really do this after y'all had took me to the dubstep club. Forward. And we rode the train to Manchester to do this record. Like, anyway.
How does it feel for you when, in terms of the technique and your approach to actually rapping and writing, has it changed over the years? Are you more sort of scientific about it? Are you more conscious of what you're doing because you feel there's more people listening?
You know what? Actually, I got more relaxed. From the last time we talked to now, right, I got more relaxed. And then now, because of everything that's going on, it makes me I'm more tense again. Like now, I'm more cautious. You know? So I feel like it's a phase I'm going through, too. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm trying to shake that off, too.
So tell me a little bit about the last few months, because we were talking before, and you said that your life was going at 90 miles an hour pretty fast, and it's just gone supersonic recently.
Yeah.
I mean, how has that felt, and why has that happened? Is it all because of Exhibit C?
Okay, a great part of it is Exhibit C. Let's say that I had been cooking a meal, and I had the pot on a low fire, and it was boiling, it was low boil, constant low boil. And then I left out of the room, and somebody turned it up just maybe a few degrees, and then when I came back, the top is bubbling and things. That's Exhibit C. It's opened me up to a larger audience. Well, I can't even explain it right now because I'm still in it, and I'm learning it and digesting it, what it is myself. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Let's play it.
Did I answer your question? Okay, let's play it.
Let's play it.
Let's play it.
Let's see where we're in supersonic. So that was a bunch of new bits and pieces that have been bubbling over recently, and there's a lot of airplay going on, particularly on your single, which is Exhibit C, which is sort of development of Exhibit A.
And actually, Exhibit C wasn't a single. It was a record that me and Just did in 15 minutes at Baseline one night. We was trying to make a record that we were supposed to go on Angela Yee's The Morning After talk show on Sirius the next morning, and we were like, we can't go up there without nothing new to play. So he made it right there, I did it right there, and then we fell asleep and missed the show. So I left the studio, and that was it. I hadn't heard of that record or nothing for months. It grew legs. It grew legs on its own. The fact that it even did that was insane.
And we played in that little selection of tracks. We finished off with Exhibit A, which, do you prefer that to Exhibit C yourself?
Personally, I do. Exhibit C is a personal record because it talks a lot about, I talk about a lot of struggle and things that I went through. That was later in my travels, but Exhibit A, it's a record where I make a lot of references to home. It's more personal to me in that way.
And Just Blaze, basically, one of several producers you've been working with. And who else have you been working with?
I've been working with DJ Khalil, Mr. Porter, Justice League.
How does it work when you kind of just get people just sending you beats? Do you go to the studio?
It depends. Like Khalil, the stuff I work on with Khalil has been in the studio. With the Nine, I could get beats back and forth because the Nine is my brother. I lived with the Nine before. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need to be there together. Even though we be there together, it's gonna be magic. But it's gonna be magic without that too. But it'll be different kind of magic. But like say Justice League, we've been communicating via phone and email and internet. And he sent some music, and I picked a couple of joints that he sent out of the batch, and I've been working, I guess, different ways.
And what are you like in the studio? Are you someone who gets sort of bored? Do you need, are you sort of like 1 hour, I've got to deliver? Can you stay there for 12 hours? Do you have to go in and out of the studio? How does it work?
I can stay in the studio for 12 hours, but I might waste 12 hours. I really prefer working in the quiet of my room, with my headphones on, at the computer, in my little world. If I didn't take a bath in 2 days, never came out of the room only just to use the bathroom, like that's when I really like to work. And then I try to get the meat of what I'm doing down like that.
I want to ask you a little bit about the people who are sort of motivating the scene at the moment. I get the feeling that Mos Def is a great spokesman for the scene. People like, I don't know who else there is. I mean, who are the people for you who are kind of this sort of elder statesmen who are still kind of, motivating a new generation of people?
Mos, Nas, who's a good friend of mine, and I talk to him a lot, and he gives me advice. But he's also one of those people. Puff, Diddy, Q-Tip, Sarah. This all family. Like I said, I mentioned the Nine and Mr. Porter. Like really just everybody around me. Even TJ, whoever it is around me. Like I'm just blessed to be surrounded by people that's kind of like they just amazing at what they do, and they're genuinely good people. And I'm just a student.
Tell me about your sort of influence with JD and the legacy that he's given to us.
That's loaded. I don't even know how to even.
I mean, you still listen to his beats.
Oh yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Especially over the last week, I haven't been listening to nothing but Dilla. Like if you look on my iTunes right now, do recently played, I guarantee you that 90% of it will be Dilla.
It's funny how, at the time of when he was alive, obviously everybody, loved him in the circle of hip-hop and slightly beyond. But it seems to me over the last few years, it's just become more and more important
Right.
to music?
It's two things. It's because, one, what the music is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of times we have a fascination with death. And when a person dies, we get the magnifying glass out and look at what a person left, you know? And with Dilla, it's just so amazing what you're looking at through the magnifying glass. Just take donuts. If somebody is physically dying, in the process of dying, consciously, knowingly, and all I want to do is in the hospital, hooked up to the machines and on my deathbed, I want my music to be in there, and I want to make music. And then you listen to what he made, that kind of speaks volumes into what he was making when he wasn't on his deathbed. The Dilla story is an amazing story, but if, you know, it goes along with amazing music, you know. So,
TJ, you gonna play some beats?
yes, sir. DJ TJ the King.
It's a nice little interlude, J Dilla interlude, courtesy of TJ the DJ.
DJ TJ the King.
From Detroit.
From Detroit City.
And he was performing with you. You've known each other for how long? This one goes back, right?
Yeah.
Your relationship.
I've known TJ for 10 years. I met TJ when he was 17. He was DJing then, already for 10 years.
Have you done a lot of work this year, live-wise? I mean, are you sort of constantly doing gigs, or?
We went on the road this summer with Most for the Ecstatic tour, and then immediately after we moved to New York because we was like, okay, well, last time we kind of scattered after the tour, so we kind of stayed in New York, like, okay, let's go get it popping. And then we went to New York, and then after Exhibit C came out and just started going, then we started doing more shows than we had been doing.
Do you get the buzz from live, or do you get more of the buzz from the studio?
That's a good question.
I mean, like, if you do a good show, does that make you want to go to the studio really desperately more?
No, don't make me want to go to I've never been to a show that made me want to go to the studio.
It doesn't give you the adrenaline and the excitement.
That doesn't make me want to go to the studio.
Right.
It fulfills me, though. I can't explain it. It's a hell of a feeling, especially now, to where we started performing and nobody knows who you are. And nobody knows the music, and you see some people taking it in, some people talking, people not paying attention, you know, to going to do a show where everybody knows the words. That's an amazing, I can't even describe it. But still doesn't make me want to go to the studio.
A little bit like when you played the Worldwide Awards, because that was a strange experience, right?
Yeah. That was a good experience. My first performance ever in the UK. Yeah. You know what, man? I got love for you too, man. You know what? I love you. I was gonna curtail my words and say I got love for you because I guess that's the more manly way to say it all. But I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, and it's not because you brought me over here, even though that was the catalyst for it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we bonded and everything. But yeah,
I tell you, you love Erykah Badu.
Yes, I do.
And you've managed to get a couple of little joints for us, right?
Yes, I did.
Should we slip them in?
I hope we don't get in trouble.
That's I feel very fortunate to have heard those tracks just now, actually, from Erykah Badu. It sounds like quite a different record to the last one. Gone back to the live feeling.
I think that this record is meant to be heard in context of the last record. Like, she's doing the New America, she had the Fourth World War that she's doing, you know, like, I think it's a series. With this offering, it kind of opens up the listener to even maybe go back and experience that in another kind of way, because it's a continuation, actually.
She's like the Nina Simone of now for me. She just does her thing. That's what I loved about the last record as well. She went in there with, like, you know, Madlib. She went in there with Sarah. You know, that was a few years ago now. She didn't have to do that. She could have gone straight down the kind of more straightforward route. But it's also equally very nice to hear her back on that Green Eyes type of tip, because I love that.
Yeah.
So you've had a baby. You had a baby with Erykah a couple of years ago now?
Well, a year ago. It was, she was a year old, February 1st. Her name is Mars Macabre. She's my first daughter. It's amazing. It's still new. I'm still learning and growing. But it's an amazing thing.
What's in your iTunes at the moment, right? Because, you know, you must be listening to something apart from Dilla and hip-hop, right?
I do. I do. I listen to a lot of beats, though. Right now, I'm listening to a lot of beats. I could listen to one beat for 5 days straight. But then I break from that, too. You know, and I have anchor records that I go to. Records that I grew up, my mom might have played, that I still like to get that feeling of. Saturday morning, she was cleaning up and the Steely Dan Hey 19 record is on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's the obsession with Steely Dan? I mean,
I was introduced to that music as a child by my mom, and not directly, not like, let me play you some music and teach you something. Just you know, she would be around the house cleaning up when she was there because she worked a lot, and I was my grandmother a lot. So, but when I was with my mother, it was Saturday. She'd be cleaning up. She'd have a glass of wine, cleaning up around the house, and these records would be on, and she would just be so into it, you know, walking around the house singing and cleaning up. And it was, you know, as a kid to see your mom like that, it's like, you know, 'cause my mom would work, make sure you clean up, getting beaten, you know, it's mom, you know. So, but to see her like that, you know, I'm pretty sure that had an impact on my psyche, you know what I'm saying? Like, to see my mama happy, and, you know, that made me feel good too. So I got an emotional attachment to Steely Dan. A lot of records also that would play, that she played at that time in my life, but Steely Dan in particular.
I tell you what, I'm a massive fan of Steely Dan, as are so many other people. Bilal was talking about Steely Dan. Questlove always goes on about Steely Dan. Let's play some Steely Dan.
Let's play some Steely Dan.
J Electronica with Gilles Peterson, Radio 1, Getting Deep, and that was sort of historical iTunes business from you. This is stuff that you're listening to on your computer. We heard some Alain Toussaint from New Orleans.
From New Orleans, yeah. And I like that record a lot too, because it says go back, you know, the record is going back home, going home, you know. And I've been listening to that record a lot recently, because, you know, I've been going home more recently than I have been going home because of circumstance, because of, you know, but this is the first time that I've been back home and I started entertaining the idea of, you know what, man, it's time for me to go back home. The only reason I ever left home was in pursuit of self, you know, learning myself, trying to figure myself out. At the forefront of why I left was music, you know, like to pursue music. And then now I'm at a place where the pursuit has led me to a place where now I'm doing music professionally. You know what I'm saying? So, but you kind of forget, like, oh, I left home to do this. Like, okay, let me go back home now. Let me go back home, you know? So anyway, that record means a lot to me.
Jean-Jacques Perry, offbeat, French.
It reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of Sesame Street. It reminds me of, you know, Sesame Street, they would have little skits or whatever, you know, Maria would be on the stoop talking to Grover or something, then they would cut to just like a paper airplane flying with the letter F on it, and that's the type of music that would be playing in the background.
Obviously, there's been Exhibit C, which has been doing the business. What's the next few months got for you?
Okay, this is gonna be so funny to say this. Okay, so Act 2 is still coming. I'm trying to put myself in a position mentally and emotionally and spiritually where I don't want to make decisions based out of selfishness. You know what I mean? Like, because I can, like, from what I hear, like, people tell me, oh yeah, the music is hot and this is the best, and but I just recognize that it's something larger going on than just J Electronica and my music or Exhibit C or whatever, such and such. You know, I know that people are really looking at not only what music is coming from me, but what's next in this story. You know what I'm saying? So I have a lot of my energy going in towards that too, because that's important as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be responsible with what's being put on me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't mean responsible in the way of, oh, it's my responsibility to lead the thing on. No, I just mean that I'm just not being reckless and careless. People are investing a lot of themselves into this. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing that people are investing themselves into what's going on with me. So, you know. So yeah, but Act 2 coming. And
movie?
The movie. Okay, that's Act 3. The movie slash you good at pulling it out too, because I was trying to skate around.
Let's finish off with a little beat. Thanks, man.
Thank you, man.